Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is King Sam, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to create this animation by yourself right in After Effects without no plugins. And before we jump to the video, remember, like, share and subscribe if this video has helped you in any way. So I'm going to start here in Illustrator, and if you want to watch how I made this logo in Illustrator, there's a video on my channel right here where I time-lapsed myself making this logo. You can check it out, but it's pretty simple. And if you don't do that, I'll make sure that the video description carries the project file so you can walk along with me. So we're going to come to our file explorer here, and I'm just going to take this and just drag it into After Effects and just drop it here. Import kind is on composition, and footage dimension is going to be a layer size. Click on OK. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this my iTech layer here, and all my files are inside here. So I'm going to select everything like this and copy it. And now I'm going to create a new composition, 1920 by 1080, 30 frames per second. Click on OK. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste my layers here. Now I'm going to create a new null. And I'm going to select everything here. And I'm just going to parent them to the null. And I'm going to create a new solid. And I'm going to make it ash, but closer to white, and click on OK. And I'm just going to move this down to the last part of my composition here. Now, what I'm going to do with my null is that this my iTech layer here is too big, so I can open up the scale here, and I'm just going to scale it down to like, yeah, let's see here. So we're going to open up title action safe here, and we're going to come to our pen tool. Now, please make sure nothing is selected down here. I'm just going to use my pen tool to draw shape from here, say from here, and let's stop it at this our point here. Now I'm just going to drag it down like this. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to reposition and just adjust it so that it can actually pass through the lower part of this H here. So let's drag it down again, so something like this. And let's drop this size a little bit more. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up my shape layer here. Go to open up contents, open up shape, open up parts, and I'm going to make a keyframe here and just copy the keyframe. Then I can actually delete the part keyframe again. Okay, what I can just do now, I'm just going to close this up, and I'm going to delete this null 4 here. And on this my dot layer here, I'm going to open my position keyframe, and I'm going to make a keyframe on the position and paste. So what it's basically going to do is going to paste the parts of our shape so that the ball can actually follow it. Let me hide the shape. And if you play this thing back, you see that the ball is following the part of the shape right here. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this downward a little bit more like here. And now for our shape layer here, I'm going to open it up one more time. Then now I'm going to open up the stroke, and I'm going to change from butt cap to round cap. I'm going to close up the stroke. Now next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go down until I see taper, and I'm going to increase my start taper to 100. Next thing I'm going to do now is let's unhide this now, and let's open up our contents for our shape layer here. Open it up again, and I'm going to open up stroke. I'm going to go down to taper and open it up also. And our stamp length here, we're going to increase it to 100. That's looking good. Now we're going to close it up. We're going to add a trim parts. And what we're going to do is, let's just zoom a little bit more. I'm coming to around 0.15 frames here. I'm going to open up our trim parts. I'm going to make a keyframe on our end animation. We're going to move down here, and we're going to increase the stats to 100 and make a keyframe also. Come to the beginning of our timeline here and just change everything back to 0. So I'm now going to click on U so that it can shorten everything to only the parts that have keyframes. And let's select everything here, and we're going to press F9 to ease. And let's come back to this place so that it can actually follow. If you notice, let's zoom a little bit more. If you notice, this circle and this taper here is not following each other. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to move this back until it touches it like this. And if you notice now, it's following each other very well. Okay, so next thing I'm going to work on now, we're going to work on the animation of the remaining parts. And what I'm going to do is, this is the point where our animation is finishing. Let's see here. So I'm going to start by selecting all elements here. I'm just going to move them back to somewhere like here, where this our, whatever I'm going to call this, our swoosh is in the middle here. And I'm just going to move them forward like this. If you look at this now, the swoosh is going to pass H before C, before E, before I, before T, before I. And I'm going to animate their scale properties. So I'm just going to select everything here. Click S to open up a scale property here. And I'm just going to move down to somewhere like here and make a keyframe on the scale. I'm going to move forward a little bit and I'm just going to increase the scale to like 63. And go back to the beginning here, and I'm going to take the scale down to 0. Now I can close them up, and next I'm going to work on is the arrangement. Now B1, B2 and H are the same, are going to be animated almost at the same time because they're part of the same thing. So you can just move it so I can be closer to each other here, and can just move down by like 1 frame here. And I'm just going to move C. This is C here, to move it back. So C is supposed to start here. Then I can move down 1 frame again, and I'm going to pull back E. E starts here. I'm going to move back I. So let's zoom out back and let's shorten our composition. Let's make it 2 seconds here. And the final thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to close this up, and I'm just going to create another new null. And I'm selecting everything apart from the background layer here. I'm going to parent it to my null. Now I'm going to go to this null, open P to open my position property, and I'm just going to go down to somewhere like here when it finishes animating. So here, I'm going to make a keyframe on my position. I'm going back to the beginning of my position here, and I'm just going to move this until this blue bubble, or whatever I'm going to call it, this blue dot is outside the composition here. Next I'm going to do, I'm going to select this tool. I'm going to click F9 to easy ease, open my graph editor, and I'm going to select this tool here. I'm just going to adjust it like this. I'm going to push this in a little bit more. So let's see it now. Thank you for watching that video. Now that you have learned how to make this animation, why don't take your knowledge further by learning this right here? Or you can also watch this video right here. It's really amazing. And like, share, and subscribe if this video has helped you in any way. And until the next video, remember, improve every day, grow constantly, and dream endlessly. Love you guys.
One.